morning!
And welcome on into this episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake.
Damn straight, all the homies. We got a jam-packed episode today.
Oh my gosh. Samuel, let's just do this. There we go.
No, we can't, baby. I can't do this. I can't do the Stony Sports Report with my hood up.
Can you get good angles on this? It looks great.
We got the bedhead live on the Wake and Bake. Well, what? Not we. Your hair looks beautiful. I got the bedhead, the natural bedhead on the Wake and Bake because we are blessed to have a woke, so we are blessed to have a smoke. This is ideally the first of the day, and genuinely the first of the day. Super excited to get on into this smoke with all the roll gangsters and some sporting news, some sports news we got.
Yep, we've got 3 hot topics to cover.
Oh yeah. 3 hot sports news topics to cover, your latest and greatest in sporting news. But welcome on in to this special episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Absolutely love all the roll gangsters tuning in on all of the streaming platforms. You guys are all the best. Absolutely love session with you every weekday morning. How is my beautiful co-host Rachel doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, very, very well rested and ready to do the show and get
Love
the
it.
day started.
Heck yeah. And I am Rachel's friendly co-host, Processor Sky, and together we make the Weekday Wake and Bake, going live with some cannabis-related or non-cannabis-related content, 10 a.m. Pacific, every weekday morning, and we like to break down the news and chat it up with all the roll gangsters while we smoke up. And we have 2 very special sponsors of the show. Who are those fuckers? Rachel?
As always, 2 sponsors of our show are Amsterdam University and the Rolling Spoon. For Amsterdam University, it is the first ever cannabis college, a great place to go get all of your cannabis knowledge. If you're looking to get into the budding industry, you can use promo code Rolling Spoon for 10% off of your tuition.
Indeed.
Which is one word. And then speaking of the Rolling Spoon, the handy dandy cannabis multi-tool that helps you seal the deal and roll a dime every time.
Damn straight, I'm about to use my Rolling Spoon cannabis multi-tool here to roll up a dime on the show. And also, gotta give that shout out to Amsterdam. That's our proud alma mater. We gotta start coming up with shit that we learned at the school. But one of my favorite things that Rachel and I learned over at Amsterdam University is that the term strain is actually used for pathogens. The term strain is actually used for diseases and like COVID, you know? It's different strains of COVID. The ideal terminology, according to Amsterdam, for cannabis strain is cultivar. And I absolutely love the word. It's 2 extra syllables, but it's definitely a lot worth it whenever you bring into account your professionalism and using the proper terminology for your cannabis, because we need to be the predominant source of professionalism in this budding industry, and Amsterdam University helps us do just that. And didn't you say something about a promo code? I think I heard.
Absolutely, yeah. One word, Rolling Spoon, for a promo code for Amsterdam University for any of the courses that you're interested in taking. They have a bunch of different ones. They have one that I did, which is the bartending course. They also have
teaching you how to trap the weeds.
Yeah, basically teaching you the common knowledge that you'll need in order to
trap the weed.
Succeed in.
Oh, I like that. The common knowledge you need to trap all the weed.
You love coming up with little rhymes.
I'm a poet and
Literally
I didn't even know
throughout the
it.
entire day, he'll just come up with random little little sayings. It's cute.
I like rhymes.
Yeah,
You know?
but we'll go ahead while Sam is starting to roll up his perfect dime, like every single time. We'll go ahead and get started on some of the sporting news that we have.
Agreed. Absolutely.
We have some huge and really exciting news for the Las Vegas locals here.
Let's go, Vegas!
So after a 6-0 defeat of the Dallas Stars in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals, our hometown Las Vegas Golden Knights punched their ticket to the Stanley Cup Final. They will play a 7-game series versus Florida to determine the NHL champion. So,
let's go!
Golden Knights are going to the Stanley Cup.
Love to see it.
I'm honestly not surprised. They have been crushing it this year. I mean, sometimes if you go outside of our house during one of the games, I swear you can hear people all the way at T-Mobile Arena.
It gets popping for
does.
the games, yeah.
Yeah. The Golden Knights I see so much support for. Like yesterday I was running errands and there was like at least 100 people I saw wearing Golden Knights attire and stuff. So
yeah,
huge opportunity for Las Vegas to continue to make their mark.
Yeah,
And
the first ever Stanley Cup opportunity. Well, actually, they've been to one against the Pittsburgh Penguins in their first season. But yeah, the Las Vegas Golden Knights with a fucking tennis score over the Dallas Stars on I think it was Monday. But man, 6-0 defeat in the Western Conference Final, Game 5, to punch the ticket to the NHL Championship, the Stanley Cup Final. I'm super excited to see if the Golden Knights can bring us home a cup here.
I know, it's really exciting. I grew up watching hockey a lot and watching almost every Stanley Cup, so I'm really excited for this.
It'd be a really fucking fun parade to go to, wouldn't it?
It would, honestly. But I mean, I think in particular for hockey and basketball, all of their 7-game series that they're doing, it's incredible that these athletes don't still perform at the level that they're doing.
Literally.
I don't know how they aren't just completely burned out. It's just game after game after game. You win those games, the however many you need out of the 7 series. Oh, here's another 7 games. Oh, here's another 7 games.
And I kind of understand it for basketball because it's less contact than football. Football is there's 17 games per year, total. Mm-hmm. And in basketball, they'll play 17 games in a month easily.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But that's no contact. For the hockey people doing this, they're slamming it. That's harder than football.
And all of the padding that they wear, I mean, it's probably an extra at least 50 pounds on their body.
Yep.
Crazy.
Just smashing into each other.
But a well-deserved opportunity for the Golden Knights for sure. We will be supporting them and rooting for them throughout the Stanley Cup series. So
yeah,
really exciting news for them.
Yo, a little Sky family rivalry going on. My whole family lives in Florida. So we got a little Las Vegas versus Florida action in the NHL final, the Stanley Cup final. Super excited to watch that series. Stay tuned in to Wednesday's episodes, and we'll keep you up to date. Yeah. What's the next piece of sporting news?
The next one is coming from basketball. So the NBA champs are set to play next week after the Heat beat the Celtics in Game 7. So the Heat versus Nuggets in 7-game series for the title.
For all the marbles. Let's go. Absolutely love the NBA title too. The Nuggets are playing the Heat. The Heat just won an absolutely banger of a series. What the fuck happened there?
I know that the Celtics were getting a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see the play, but I heard there was one huge play at the end of the game that changed everything.
Yeah, 2 games ago. The Celtics were about to lose. The Celtics were down 3-0 to the Heat. won 3 games in a row to tie it up 3-3. And then the Heat go to Boston and beat the Celtics to earn their shot to the title.
Something like that, it's just... Okay, so my opinion is it's really impressive that they were able to come back to make it like that, but they put themselves in a horrible position, you know?
Exactly.
It's very hard to come back and win 4 games.
4 in a row.
Yeah.
They did 3, but they hit the wall after 3 in a row.
But I mean, also, too, once they get up to 3, it should click in the other team's mind being like, holy shit, we just beat them 3 in a row, now they're beating us 3 in a row. We really have to get our shit together and bring it or else we're out. So,
yeah.
I mean, way to stick in there for the Celtics for sure, but ultimately the Heat prevailed.
Holy shit. So
we've got some
2 different Miami teams.
Got some crispy nuggets playing.
Yeah, crispy nuggets.
Heat and nuggets.
Yeah, I hope both of the Miami teams lose. I'm rooting for the Denver Nuggets in the NBA final and obviously the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Mm-hmm. Both Florida teams, Miami Heat and the Florida Panthers, are in the title at the same time. Stanley Cup NHL final and the NBA finals.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's really awesome for them.
Big moves for South Beach. My
Big
parents... beautiful state of Florida. Yeah, if both Florida teams win, we're gonna have to come visit.
Okay.
That's the deal.
I mean, you don't have to twist my arm to get me to go to Florida, for sure.
I'm super excited to visit with you. But last but certainly not least, we have some F1 news. But before we get on into it, major shout out to the Rolling Spoon Cannabis Multi-Tool, helping me to roll a dime on all the shows, you know. It's a scooper to help you distribute your herb from your grinder to your bowl piece. You got the poker tool to help you make any edits to your joint or your distribution. You got the straight edge to help you collect all of the material on your tray or surface. Cannabis multi-tool for all of your rolling needs. Enhance your rolling ritual with the help of your Rolling Spoon Cannabis Multi-Tool. So what's the last piece of sports news here we got? Some F1 news. Let's go.
Yeah, we do have some F1 news. Mm-hmm. So we had talked about last week how the Monaco Grand Prix was coming up. And we all heard what I had to say. I was rooting for Charles.
In his hometown.
Yeah, rooting for the hometown hero in that moment. But
yeah, he came in 5th. Not so bad.
But Max Verstappen comes in first and wins in a rainy Monaco Grand Prix. Red Bull has won all 7 races so far this season. So either Max Verstappen or Checo Perez.
Sheer dominance from Team Red Bull so far in this season of Formula 1. We're 7 races in, and the championship race might already be over.
I think it's honestly pretty fascinating how this season has turned out. Like, you haven't seen the people that you think are going to be up on pole, and other people who have done really well in the past are now sneaking back up to pole, like Fernando Alonso.
Yeah.
You know, he's come in second 2 times this season.
Yeah. 4-time world champion, but it's been 7 years since he's won a world championship.
But, I mean, I guess that just goes to show don't give up on the old veterans of the sport.
But honestly, yeah, he's like that is the most entertaining fight right now. You know, that battle for 3rd with Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris and all those good Lewis Hamilton and George Russell in the Mercedes. The battle for 2nd place is super juicy. But I can't believe, like, they just released these new rules to limit the amount teams could spend to try and make it more fair. And it couldn't be less fair. Red Bull is winning every race.
Yeah. And I mean, Red Bull's a great team. If you've watched the F1 series on Netflix, you'll see that too, and you can tell that the people who are running Red Bull are really passionate about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they know what they're doing because they're making it work.
Yeah.
And they're coming out with the dubs. So
they've officially toppled Mercedes. It wasn't even 2 years ago when you and I were bored of Lewis Hamilton winning all the races.
I know.
And now we're already bored of Max Verstappen.
Yeah. But that's also interesting to see who's going to eventually end up, who's going to be the number one next year. It could change.
Bet on Max until he proves the otherwise. That fucker is not even human. Like Max Verstappen, gotta love gotta love a machine driving a machine. And he won the Monaco Grand Prix, which is a street race in rainy conditions. And honestly, these cars are not boats. They're not rain cars. They're super light. Mm-hmm. So it's really easy to slide and crash. And you'll find a lot of times the one who's in pole position in a rainy race doesn't win. Mm-hmm. But not in this one. Max Verstappen owning the qualifier, starting in pole position, and claiming first place after starting in first. Just sheer dominance from Team Red Bull. In Formula One, the Miami Heat getting to the NBA championship against the Denver Nuggets, and the Las Vegas Golden Knights
headed to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Hell yeah. Got some awesome sports news for y'all. Absolutely love everybody tuning in on all the streaming platforms. Shout out Rob Hine, the chat champ of the show, the homie Rosin Rob. Go Knights, go. Let's fucking get it. We're going to try to root on the Golden Knights from the shop. We got to get some banners or something. This is a pretty big deal, the Stanley Cup final. But, yeah, want to close us off, Rachel?
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Stony Sports Report. We hope that you enjoyed. And we will be rooting on the Golden Knights, deciding who we want for the NBA and for Formula One for the rest of the seasons. But thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for a Canon News Thursday episode of the show at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
That's it. That part.
Yeah, we will. So thank you again, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Love y'all, Roll Game.